My space helmet is
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Space Theme Trivia Night. Brandon and Imogen. Imogen's looking fantastic. She looks like she just stepped off of a Mars rover or something. How you doing, guys?
awesome. Doing awesome. We are space people tonight, right?
Right? Imogen's not an alien tonight. She's Imogen the alien slash. What are you, an astronaut, Imogen?
We stand on God.
No?
No?
Can you hear us, Imogen?
That a space helmet must be really good.
Yeah. Imogen, if you can hear us, we cannot hear you. You know what I thought of? My space outfit's going to stop me from drinking because I didn't think of a straw. I have them, but I didn't think of them. So I may have to. Yeah, I may have to disrobe.
Uh-oh. All right.
There we go. We can hear you now, Imogen.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. So
you're not
because I want to. Yeah. Look. Oh yeah. Don't put your mask on in space because your hair, it goes all over your face.
Oh.
So I think Imogen's having some audio issues and she'll be right back with us. That's what's going on her end. So how's Brandon tonight?
Oh, Brandon's doing great. We've got another great hockey game. We got space trivia. We're getting snow next week here in Alberta. Snow. And we were 26 degrees yesterday. Our weather is crazy.
26 degrees yesterday and you're getting snow next week? That is nuts.
It is.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big difference. Tanning one week and your snowsuits the next week.
It's awesome here, isn't it?
It is. And we wonder why people get sick. It's not COVID, it's the weather.
That's the weather.
Yeah, it's cold did. Cold did that. So we'll start until Imogen gets back in. I'm assuming. Hello, Marie. I hope you're having a nice evening as well, dear. We'll wait for Imogen to get back in, but in the meantime, you want to go ahead with a question, or do you got to? Brandon's doing a double show again tonight.
All right. Yes, I'll start off with the first question here. So here it is. Which is the smallest planet within our solar system?
The smallest planet.
Yes, the smallest planet within our solar system.
Imogen is back. So Brandon's question, Imogen, is what is the smallest planet in the solar system? Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfect. We hear you fine. See, she had a flip top. That is so much better than what I had on, Imogen. I got to say, I'm loving that outfit.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Is there a rest of it? Show us the rest of that thing.
The rest of this thing?
Uh-huh.
Straight from space, yo.
Oh my God.
Or something.
Imogen's as hot as the sun tonight. My God, woman. Love it. Did you see her, Brandon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The hair's all over the place. Wow.
Oh no, you didn't see the rest of the outfit. It was like, oh my God. That's what that was, Brandon. You missed it.
Oh, Brandon, Disneyland.
Yeah, he'll have to do a screenshot later. All right, so Brandon's question was, what is the smallest smallest planet in the solar system? Any guesses, Imogen?
Pluto. The one that's sometimes a planet, sometimes not.
Yeah, what happened to poor Pluto?
We have multiple choice.
Why is Pluto no longer more included? What happened there?
A week ago. Oh, right. The answer to my question, the smallest planet.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's not Pluto.
not Pluto.
No, I'm thinking because they made Pluto not a planet.
Mars. Mars is tiny.
Mars. Not Mars,
Is it
no.
Mars?
No,
I'm
not Mars.
thinking
Well, fuck you then.
Mercury. The first one.
Mercury. is
Mercury,
tiny,
yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
The answer
Ah!
All right. Woo! Okay, Imogen, your turn. Give us a good question. I know you always put good you put so much time and effort into your questions.
All right. My question is, okay, on what planet does it rain diamonds? A, Jupiter. B, Uranus, because we all need butt diamonds. C, Saturn, or D, Neptune.
Oh my
Ooh.
God. It rains diamonds on this planet? How have I not heard of this?
I'm going to go with Saturn.
What I'm thinking is, how come all these people looking to go to space, how come they haven't tried to go to that planet yet? Oh, diamonds are too boring for these rich buggers. I'll go. What were the choices again?
On the free Sawyer and Weave just feasting in the
So what was the option? Saturn?
battle for the puck at the Brooks. Booker shoved off.
The options are Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, or Neptune.
To Ewan.
I'm going to go with Neptune. Complete guess. I've no idea, but I'm loving wherever it's at. Raining diamonds. Hello.
Thought forward of Edmonton.
No guesses from anyone.
Hell yeah. So,
No guess.
No one else is guessing. Bastards.
I-
Come on, guys.
Okay, so the correct answer is that it.
On the other side.
Oh, is anyone chiming in? No one has anything to say?
No.
You quiet
That was
fuckers.
me.
Okay. The correct answer is
I know.
actually what? All right, so the correct answer, we actually have two answers. It rains diamonds on both Jupiter and Saturn. So the thing with those planets is that they have so much carbon in their atmosphere. The whole planets, they contain so much carbon, it's in the atmosphere on every level. But there is so much pressure that what we would see as rain just gets compressed. The carbon in the atmosphere gets compressed to the point that it actually turns into diamonds. So if any of us weak little mammals tried to walk there, we'd be smashed to paste within seconds. So it's just the result of the atmospheric compression causes the carbon to just solidify into diamonds, just like we have the vapor in the air, the moisture, the humidity. With us, it solidifies into water. Over there, their aliens are walking around getting pelted in the face by little diamonds, big diamonds, like diamonds the size of damn golf balls, are just falling all over the place. Right? How cool
Can
is
you
that?
imagine? That is mega
As far
cool.
as
That is my kind of planet.
As far as alien world, those two got the bling.
Retrieving this puck.
Well, now my question just
I know,
seems
I actually used the word bling. I fucking hate myself.
Well, I mean, you can't help it. It's all these diamonds, raining diamonds. I mean, nothing says more
There you
bling
go.
than diamonds in a ring. Okay. What causes a solar eclipse? Good evening, Shane. So what causes a solar eclipse? Any idea what causes the solar eclipse?
Oh, I know
Got
the
one
answer to
coming,
that.
eh, Julie?
We had
Of
one
course
last
you do,
weekend.
weatherman. Oh
I know
yes,
this
that
one.
one over in Mexico or wherever it was. Mm-hmm.
The
The
moon
moon
cruises
moves.
past the sun, between the earth, walks it out.
Like a weather person.
Answer away, Brandon, you weather jerk.
Right?
Right.
Science
Ready
it
for
up,
this?
Brandon. Yep.
Okay. So here's what happens. So pretend that's the sun, that bright thing behind me here. So pretend my hand is the moon. Okay? It's got to go over here. And oh, you got your solar eclipse. Oh! Ah!
It's almost like he knew.
Pretty much.
Right?
The
Nice
moon,
animation there, Brandon.
sun blocks out the sun rays. It's pretty awesome.
So face off in the drum zone.
It is. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to it next year when Frankie's giving everybody coming down on April 8th, 2024. All right, back to you, Brandon.
Back to me. All right, so now we heard about the smallest planet, which is the second smallest planet in our solar system. And I don't know the answer to this yet, so I'm gonna wait till everybody answers, and I'm gonna click on it. So it looks kind of cool.
I'm gonna guess
Joey's
Venus.
ego.
Gonna guess Venus.
Venus is my guess. What are you going with, Imogen?
I'm gonna say Mercury.
Oh.
Mercury was the
I'm going
first
with
smallest one. Wasn't that the
Oh.
answer to the other one?
Yeah.
You know what?
This is second.
I'm gonna go with Pluto. I keep Pluto as a planet. I have some love for Pluto. I'm sticking with that. I accept it as a planet. Yep.
I know. When we went to school, there was 9 planets. Who's this?
Right.
This friggin' moron that fucked the solar system. We love
Yeah.
Pluto.
Before I went to grade 6 to learn about planets. Come on, guys.
Yep.
Oh my
This-
god.
I was in grade 6 learning about the solar system, and all of a sudden, oh, Pluto's no longer a planet anymore. What? But I
Well,
still
at
put it on my exam, because Pluto deserves some.
Right?
It's just love. That's what Pluto deserves.
Pluto deserves its street credit now. Let's just be real. So we've got Danica O'Naughton who says Mars. Shane laughing their ass off. Hello. And Marie says Uranus. I honestly don't know. Yeah. Astrology was not my thing. Space? Yeah. I look up and I see all kinds of space. What's the answer on that one, Brendan?
So the answer is Mars.
Ooh, Danica got it right.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
fucking
At least one
Mars.
of us was saying it. And you know what? The questions me and Brandon are doing are supposed to be for grade 6. So, I mean, I guess if we were playing that show, can you beat a 6th grader? The answer would be apparently not.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
Back to you, Imogen.
Original.
Original.
All right.
It is. Thank you so much.
So let's see here. What's the fun one? Great. What astronaut has logged the most time in space? Is it Chris Hadfield, Frank Rubio, Mark Vendihay, or Buzz Aldrin?
Oh my God, it has to be Buzz Aldrin. I mean, is Toy Story actually getting some street cred here for space?
I hope. I hope.
Huh. Well, Chris Hadfield, I thought he's Canadian, and he spent, I thought, maybe 6 months up there. Maybe I'll say Chris Hadfield.
The Bandits. Wallace starts in the far corner. Team leader in goals with 9 on the
Chris
season.
Hadfield's a good guess.
He's
That
my
dude is
guess.
such a celebrity, and he's so damn likable. Like, how does
Chris-
anyone not like Chris Hadfield?
I know. He really is a
All right,
likable
Brandon, what's the
person.
guess?
Forward,
Yeah.
a nice
Hit us with those questions or those answers again.
this into the Brooks zone. Razor, the puck carrier, shoots.
All right,
I'm gonna go
Brandon,
Buzz.
the choices are okay. So what astronaut has logged the most time in space? Is it Chris Hadfield, Frank Rubio, Mark Vendihay, or Buzz Aldrin?
Buzz Aldrin.
Likely we're going to see some coincidental.
So both Danica and Brandon are
Buzz
saying
Aldrin is
Buzz
such a
Aldrin.
recognizable name.
I know, but I don't know if it's being, maybe because he was on TV with Toy Story and he was in outer space longer. But Chris Hadfield's the only real astronaut I've heard of.
All right, so the correct answer is Frank Rubio. He completed 371 days in orbit. It was originally intended to only be a 6-month mission. There was no intent to break records. No one was trying for that, but they actually had some mechanical difficulties. They had a coolant leak, and he was unable to return to Earth. Now, the other crew members had joined him on board the space station at different times. So he was up there for the longest, and he has maintained 371 days in orbit. Part of it was because he was bloody well stranded.
Oh my God. That's two
Yeah.
reasons we should remember this guy. Poor Rubio. Not
Right?
one of us recognized his name, and he's been stranded in freaking space. Like, would you have a shit fit or what if you were stranded in space? Like, there's no calling a fucking space taxi. You're fucked. You're done for.
Oh, yeah.
He's lucky
Yep.
he made
He
it
might not
back.
survive. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, and he's
he should be super
he's an American.
famous.
That's the
Oh.
Should be, yeah. And I mean, he did make some headlines, but space doesn't really get headlines unless it's something exceptionally dramatic. Like
Jesus, he
India's Chandrayaan, yeah, like India's Chandrayaan mission recently landed on the moon. Barely a blip in science news, right? Now they landed where they landed was in an unfamiliar area. They landed in a different area that we've never been to. We've been around the moon. We've landed in one area. India landed in a different area. They used different tech to get there. All of their systems, they did it way cheaper than anyone else in the world ever did. I mean, it's India. So, yeah.
See? That's why people thought they lied and never went.
Right? I mean, like, I know that really doesn't speak well of India in general, but that's the assumption because that's how India is viewed on the global scale. But I mean, their contributions to medicine and science are pretty amazing. However, because we're so inundated with a lot of negative crap, like, I mean, let's face it, every telemarketer and scammer that we get the call from,
yeah,
you hear the accent on the other line, and you're like, go away, scammer. Like, we're all conditioned for that because it's an industry. But India's contributed so much. That's so awesome. And there's so much cool shit coming out of India. But everyone gets telemarketing scammer calls. So
this song reminds me of India.
So yeah, that's it. Frank Rubio, 371 games because he had a breakdown. He had a and he
Poor
survived
Frank
like
Rubio.
a champ.
It's scandalous on how we
Yeah,
all just blew past him.
Yeah, like no one knows that name. And
sorry, Frank.
And the previous record holder, right? The previous record holder was Mark Van de Hei. I don't remember what his duration was, but he had the previous record, and the only reason Frank surpassed him was because of a breakdown. So there was no intent to break records or set records. They were just up there doing their job, and then shit happened, and you know they're buzzing around in space, watching other planets get rained on by giant fucking diamonds. So
that's crazy. Both of them have a super great
quite the
claim
life
to
those
fame.
guys have.
You know? And we're remembering Buzz Aldrin, and it's like, who? Frank and who? What a sin. We're sorry, fellas. We'll try better.
Right?
So where can the biosphere be found?
Mental.
Where do you think the biosphere can be found? Remember, I'm doing grade 6 questions. Fuck, do you feel stupid? I do. Where's these grade 6s coming from? Right?
I don't know.
So where can the biosphere be found? Anybody got an answer?
Seattle.
In space.
No, it's not.
I'm going to say the
Seattle.
biosphere is. I don't know. I'm guessing that it's one of the layers of the atmosphere that I should know, but don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The outer layer, the second to outer layer.
It's the lower part of the atmosphere, all of the hydrosphere, and the upper part of the lithosphere. Well, it's every sphere, apparently.
All the spheres.
It's very biodiverse. It's full of diversity. This
it's the diversosphere.
Yeah, the biosphere is very diversic. Yeah. Chicago, back to you, Brandon, for the love of God.
The diversosphere. Cool.
All right. So the moon that's called Titan, or which planet? It's the moon called Titan.
It's a good dog name, that name, Titan.
Son
Titan.
of a bitch, I know this.
Yeah, you should know this one.
Or a star where the men blues.
Planet.
Let's see. or Star, Rhythm and Blues?
Well,
Over the
give me some options, man.
All right. Is it Mercury? Is it Mars? Is it Saturn? Or is it Earth?
I need some options to choose from. The rings of Saturn doesn't mean I know anything about them.
What was the question again?
The moon called Titan orbits which planet?
I'll go Saturn.
Give me some options.
6 games.
Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Earth.
Mercury.
21-22 season. Face off one by Brooks down the ice.
Jesus.
Mars. I'm gonna say Mars.
Mars. You're gonna say Mars.
Drum power play. Adrian snaps at right wing. Higgins center.
Yeah,
All
why
right.
not?
Harry says
What do we got?
Saturn.
We got Saturn for Marie, and that's the only guess we got.
I don't know when I have time.
Kevin Hasselberg, head coach GM of the Dragons, 7th season with the team.
Any time is good.
Anytime. So the answer to this one is Saturn.
And then went
The beautiful planet,
Oh,
Saturn.
excellent. All right. So let's see. Videos of Oristar, Rhythm and Blues. My Rhythm and Blues, Oristar. Okay, let's see. Jane wants me to play the song. All right, hold on there, girly.
Brooks Bandits going so far, including the shorthanded goal, and Dragons are having some tough times with these entries. So an icing call here against Drum.
Yeah.
The league's best penalty kill will set up here for an offensive zone draw.
All right. Yeah, Saturn.
Okay.
Oh,
Ryan Henderson.
Like
Bill
Imogen.
son of a bitch.
Fox Bandits 1-for-1 on the kill.
Okay.
Henderson.
Okay, Saturn it is. You know what? I'm circling back to Saturn here with my question just because I like it.
Sides
It's a pretty cool planet.
Okay. The rings of Saturn are, it is. It's insane. It's so insane that it's got like flat rings all around it. That's wild. Like, what kind of weird fucked up gravity do they have? Do they have up there to have everything in a little flat disc just whipping around it? All right. The rings of Saturn are made
ready to
of
propose
shrapnel
marriage.
and held.
and it's going to be a penalty.
Right?
Awesome. Right. Okay. The rings of Saturn are made of shrapnel and held in place by the planet's fucked up gravity. From the surface of the planet, moving outward, what is the distance to the outermost edge of the rings? Is it 100,000 miles, 175,000 miles, 250,000 miles, or 100 miles?
My God, those are all so far. 100 miles seems reasonable,
Right?
but listening to those other distances, it's like, dear Jesus, how big is this fucking planet? Way too big to be continued. So I'm going to go with 100 miles just because it's the only one that like makes Earth sense.
Picks it out. Passes ahead for Kate. Patrick.
Marie's saying 100,000. What do you think, Brendan?
I'll go 100,000.
He'll take it behind the drum.
Brandon's matching Marie with 100,000. That's the only guesses we got so far. Anybody going to guess? You big
And what's
chickens?
your guess?
Not connect. Carries out to center ice.
Nope. What do we got on that one, Imogen?
Guess a number, Brandon. 100,000 miles, 175,000 miles, 200.
Behind the Brooks.
Oh, you
Brandon
want me
said
to
100,000.
100,000? Let's go.
Here's John Maiden. Will tie up his man. Loose puck. Gets the great down the ice. New killers on the ice for Brooks. New power play unit for the visiting
Come on, people,
Dragons.
guess. Okay.
100,000.
So, all right. The correct answer is, where did I put my answers here? Saturn's ring system extends 175,000 miles from the planet. However, here's what's really fucked up about it. It's that the actual vertical height, like the rings extend way the fuck out. They're bigger than my mama's ass. They're bigger than Joey's ego. They extend wide, far and wide. However, they're why am I getting feedback? Why am I getting feedback?
Korzelewski's charging call.
That's crazy.
Hold on here. I don't know why I've got audio playing somewhere.
Ball against Jamie Hakita.
Yeah. So what's really mental about it is it extends 175,000 miles from the surface of the planet. That's not the total width. That's just like you're standing on the surface, you're looking out, it goes 175 fucking miles out. However, the actual height is only about 30 feet. Top to bottom. 30 feet high. So,
This being home game
right?
of the month.
They're very
That is
thin.
so weird.
So comparatively on the scale, like if we were to, right? If we were to shrink it down to fit in your
Dragons.
living room, in your parking lot, those rings would be razor thin. You'll see them. So on the scale of something tangible, the rings are so thin, it's razor sharp. You can slice through all sorts of stuff. However, on that magnitude, it's like out in space, it's 30 feet deep of shrapnel. So when you're out there cruising those rings, when you're surfing around, when you're getting the waves in between them, because they're not, it's not a solid plate, not a solid disc.
Read the comments, Imogen. Look.
Someone's playing on the show.
Oh, thanks, Alan. I got
Oh, hey.
hopping over.
Well, apparently
So,
someone likes Shane's
like-
picks. I support this. They are delightful.
Look.
Now, when we're discussing orbs, from space, they don't exactly have the little guys on them yet.
Oh, fuck. Too
Hold
fucking
on, there we
awesome.
go. There we go.
Oh, look what.
In honor of Captain Kirk,
Hi,
we
guys.
have some space tea here. There we go.
Frankie's just coming on at a perfect time.
Ah,
Frankie,
Frankie.
how are you doing tonight?
That means that Brandon couldn't
Perfect.
show up, and Joey only showed last night because Brandon had other things to do.
Yes,
Brandon had other things to do. You did not, Brandon.
Well, I've had 3
Hi, Frankie.
hockey games in a week, and last night I was kind of tired, so I had to crash really early so I can do the game tonight, show tonight.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you weren't too tired for tonight. How you doing, Frankie? How's the weather out there?
Right now, it's just a tiny little mist right now. I'm showing you Charlotte Street progress is going.
Are you doing?
Wow, look at the progress they made since last week.
Tearing up the old sidewalks.
Did they get those street lights put up?
Those are the brand new lights.
Excellent. Oh, they did.
They're gradually they're taking out the old lights.
Nice. Do you find them a lot brighter?
Yes, they're a lot brighter.
Yeah, it looks really bright down there. Very nice.
A lot brighter.
Nice. So it's mild downtown tonight?
In our opening period.
Is it chilly or
It's
mild?
downtown. I just seen two of my fans when I was on Base Guy Show earlier. I just seen one fan and another fan walking by. 2 of my fans appeared on Base Guy Show.
Oh, cool. We're going to have to get someone on this show one of these days if you see anybody walking by. You got lots of fans, Frankie.
We'll chase this down.
So every time, how often do you leave the house and you don't run into a fan? Like, I don't think you can possibly leave and not run into a fan.
That means that the 2 of them appeared on Base Guy Show tonight.
Somehow we'll knock this up to center ice.
Excellent. Did they like Base Guy Show?
Yes.
Good. Excellent. Well, glad to hear it. Well, I'm going to be doing a show in the next week, Frankie. I'm going to have my twin cousins on. Do you remember the cousins that you met at the Steel City?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to be doing a show. The 3 of us. So you'll have to pop in and say hi to them because they're still out in Alberta and they're definitely your biggest fan.
Yes. I'll see you soon, guys.
All right. Have fun at Dooley's.
1 goal, 4 assists in his last 5.
I think the internet is bad tonight. We
It's
got
so
some
much
weather
fun.
going on. What's with all this weather, Brendan?
Oh, hold on. 30-second timeout. 1 minute.
Yeah, but
Let's go.
The trivia game. I'm joined here with Mike and Robbie. They got to get
All right,
2
Mike,
out of
Robbie.
3
As
correct
for the
to
roads right
spin
now,
the
Shane,
wheel of
we're
prizes.
still working on them down on
Spin
Charlotte Street.
1.
God knows
Which
what you're going to get
Ford
into
was
down
just
there.
named AHL Rookie of the Week.
From 2 lanes to 1.
Goal.
Woo! when that school opens
Oh,
up,
there.
it's going to be scary.
So
You're going to want to be
you're
walking.
correct.
That's
So
what I
that's
can tell you.
one for two.
Whose question is it?
Record for fastest defenseman at
I'm not
250
talking about your
in
tits,
NHL history.
Imogen. We got all distracted.
Bobby Orr.
They're
Frankie
pretty
Paul,
awesome.
Orr is correct.
Right?
All right, that's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
But let's make it 3 here. Outside the Dragons Arena
They most
in
certainly are.
Drumheller, world's largest what?
Oh, what's the world?
We'll make
T-Rex.
have to do
Correct.
get a show
That's
to
3 for
help women to get into working out or get anybody into working out. It doesn't
No.
have to be a woman, but to help people get motivated. I'm pretty sure the fucking tits of yours would motivate anybody for anything there, Imogen.
They motivate the shit out of me.
Men and women alike. Yeah. They
Right.
either want to
Outside
see
Keller.
tits or have a pair of Imogen's tits. Either way. Yay! What do you
So
think,
fun
Brent?
fact,
Boobs are good for
Fun
you. They're
fact-
nature's candy.
nature's
Yeah.
candy. I remember that from the show.
Yep. Damn right.
Fun fact, the world's
Good.
largest dinosaur is located outside of Drumheller, Alberta, or actually in Drumheller. That's the
What's
team we're playing.
located in what
The
is?
world's largest T-Rex.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Big
cool.
Tyrannosaurus.
okay.
Yeah.
You can actually climb up the thing and go into its mouth and look outside of look at the view of the hoodoos from its side of its mouth. It's pretty cool.
Cooler than Imogen's tits? I doubt it.
Okay, dinosaurs take priority. Dinosaurs are awesome. I'm just gonna say, yeah. You know what? I got a little dinosaur head right here. Alligators, they're tiny dinosaurs. I got 2 of them. They like to duke it out. Although you know what?
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
say one of the
pretty
most
cool.
terrifying things is like 2-headed dinosaur, man. 2-headed gators.
So-
Arr, 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 arr,
You
arr,
went down to Florida. You were down to Florida for the last week. What did you get down to Florida for? Was it for fun or business?
Well, okay. Pretty much everything I do will be fun, whether it's intended to be fun or not. So I had a great time. No, I was actually down there because I was doing photos. I was down there for a photo shoot. But it's so the fun thing is like with the beaches, like I was in South Beach, it's beautiful white sandy beach, tropical as all hell. Like there's iguanas running around, there's parrots flying around. It's really mental compared to here. Like I'm used to pine trees and rats. So
Yeah.
so I'm down there and there's like I was down there for 3 days. It's like a whole day flying down there and then a whole day flying back because there's like layovers and whatnot. I saw some cool alligators during the solar eclipse. I'm on an airboat cruising through the Everglades, watching a guy with a mullet throw marshmallows to alligators. That's what I did during the solar eclipse.
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't expect
And
the
souvenirs
things
that I
that you
brought
were
back?
showing. Now that's a souvenir, I'm assuming. You didn't kill anything while you were down there and take its head back.
I did not behead anything. I did not decapitate anything, but I did get to live out a dream in that when I went through customs, when I'm dealing with TSA, I'm going through customs and they asked me, "Are you bringing anything back?" I said, "Yes." They said, "What?" I said, "A bag of severed heads." So
What was the look on their face?
I said it so cheerfully, they thought I was giggling. Like they thought I was kidding. They thought I was fucking with them because of course I was. And because I said, I'm this tiny blonde giggly bimbo coming through. I have to go through the body scanner and instead of just stepping in, it's this dreary death march. Like everyone in line is like, "Oh, I don't want to be here." The TSA agents, they were friendly, they were polite, they were cheerful, they were awesome every step of the way. I didn't see anyone having a problem with TSA. Like TSA was the best part of going through customs. They were great. Going through the body
Were
scanner.
they good looking?
Pardon?
Were they good looking?
There's a couple cuties, that's for sure. I'm a schmuck for a girl in uniform, so there was a couple cuties, yeah.
Here's what I picture going through there with a couple cuties, stripping off and telling them, "You better strip, sir. You better pat me down."
I tried. The pat down I got, they very delicately touched my back. That's it. But going into the body scanner, I take like a running start and I jump into it superhero style, and I'm like, search me. And they're looking at me like, what the hell? I'm like, are we done? Can I do a handstand in here? I feel like it'd be better if I did a handstand. And the guy goes, I'd like to see that. I'm like, can I do it again? He goes, we got a big long line. We don't have time. Sorry, but you should have done it the first time.
They want you
damn
back
it.
for a red eye.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. And so when they asked, are you bringing anything back? I said, yes, a bag of severed heads. And they're like, what? I said, I was in Florida. I got in my luggage. I said, you'll see it when you scan my bags. Bag of severed heads. I brought back 4 of these. So yeah, it was great.
Too funny. So you're allowed to bring them back, obviously.
Yep. I was coming from Florida, and they're souvenirs. So
Are they real
no
or are they
question,
fake?
there's no issue. They're real. They're absolutely real. They're 100% real. Yep.
Okay.
I brought those back. I brought back some cigars. Now, Cuban cigars are illegal in the U.S., but they're legal in Canada. We can buy Cuban cigars here, no problem. Yeah, you go to a cigar shop, you can get Cuban cigars. They're legal in Canada. In the United States, they're not legal, and they tell you that. Every shop you go into, they're like, dude, don't even ask about Cubans, you fucking tourist.
Because of the Cuban or the Cuba, the trade war, the trade ban they have with them.
Trade embargoes.
Okay. Yeah,
there's
that's
trade
it.
embargoes.
Thank you.
So, yep. So the U.S. does not have Cuban cigars. All of those cigars are like they get the tobacco from Nicaragua. So I'm in Little Havana. It's a Cuban town, but it's all tobacco is imported from Nicaragua, and so I did a walking tour where they give you a history lesson on like everything. It was super cool. So yeah, there was and so I watched like an actual master cigar roller rolling them by hand. So the stuff that looks machine made, it's not. It's all hand rolled. Like all that shit is hand rolled. That's the cool thing about it. It was wild to see. It's just this lady looks bored as hell, but she takes it seriously. And she's just got this giant fucking stogie with her, and she's rolling it. It looks machine made because that's that's actual artisan skill. So yeah. During the eclipse, I'm on an airboat in the Everglades watching alligators.
Grocery dash.
Deadly. Yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list. I don't know, the way the government is so controlling. I don't think I'll ever leave Canada, to be honest with you. Too scary out there. The world freaks me out.
It was funny playing spot the difference between Canadian and American culture in that there's a lot of things that we're just simply used to here that like for Americans, like they look at us like we're insane. Like, are you serious? Why do you people allow that? Like, for example, I went into a gun store. Here, our gun laws are very strict. I have my gun license. I own guns. I have a safe full of guns. However, to be able to go to the range, there's a lot of rules around it. In the US, you go to the range. If you don't have specific criteria attached to your license, you have to actually phone and get permission to take a legal device to the range and back home. Even if you're licensed, you own it, there's no issue. You're not a criminal. You pass your security clearance. You have to get permission to use your own property. In the US, they're like, why would you do that? Like, why? Can't you just go to the range? No.
Yeah.
Like cigarette packs, they have logos on their cigarette packs there. We don't. We have like white font over black text with a big fucking warning. They have actual logos. Cigarettes are legal. You can just go to a store and there they are on a shelf, like behind the counter. You show ID, you buy them. Here, they're hidden behind a curtain that has, or like in a locked box. It's so crazy.
It is. They are definitely, the government controls so many things that until we've actually gone to a different country and seen a different government, now don't get me wrong, the United States also has their controls because obviously they don't allow anything from Cuba to be sold in their country. So that in itself is, not good if you're Cuban and trying to make a living as selling Cuban products in the United States. But as far as Canada goes, our freedoms are becoming less and less every day. What you can do on Monday, by the time Friday comes around, you're done. You can't do it anymore. You're going to jail. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, and it's wild. And like, I mean, you're never going to see a government that is really good clear across the board. No government will make everyone happy. No one's going to say, wow, I'm really happy with everything that politician does. They're trying to appease everyone. They're going to piss everyone off, right? So every government will
buyer.
Yeah.
Marie and I are doing a show on Sunday about
Illinois.
removing politics. And instead of having politics and politicians, it would be politics, meaning the public makes all the rules. Could you imagine living in a free society like that? Well, we're going to talk about it because I've got a big, huge plan that involves exactly that. But we'll save that for Sunday. Mm-hmm. Who's got the next question? And did we give the answer to the last one?
I'd have to agree on that as well. Husey. I'm gonna have to go with the.
I'll take the next one quickly here, but I can't look at
The last question was, what the hell was the last question?
Going out with somebody.
Yeah.
Going to karaoke bar. Guys got to sing a song. What is your go-to karaoke song? 50, go. I'd have to go with the bright side.
Anyways, I'll make this question quick. Man, that's weird. Okay. So the quick question here. What is the brightest planet in our solar system?
Good song.
Everybody should know this one.
Husey.
The brightest planet in
The
the solar
sun.
system.
The sun.
Oh, the brightest planet.
Is the sun celestial? I don't think the sun is a planet. I'll go with Saturn because of all those rings.
Not a planet.
I hear you jamming to that when we're playing Minecraft.
Why do you not give us like options, you dick?
Well,
all right,
because I'm going on the 1 minute.
Previously on the bench.
Okay.
So he's, if you pick someone from the
brightest
team
planet.
and you don't answer, you receive $1 million.
As bright as
I
that
know
planet.
this. Venus.
Y'all
Venus, because we can see with the naked eye from here.
It must be Venus. I think you're right. Go ahead.
It is Venus.
Woo! Go Imogen! Yay!
Ah!
Thanks, Marie.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So the next question, and I don't know if this is a typo or I just don't know what the heck I'm reading, but where is the Oort cloud located? O-O-R-T. I'm going to put this question in the chat box just because I want everybody else to be as confused as I am when they see it.
I'm going to go with Hugh. All right, guys. If you're stranded on an
but he's doing a double show, so he might not be able to.
I'm going to bring a fishing rod and a lawn chair.
Got 1 minute till I go on the air.
The simplicity in life.
Yep, you do that, Brandon. We'll listen when you're
Brandon.
right.
Ruin it. I know.
There's a lot of things you can do with that.
Okay.
Break,
What did you hear? Imogen, were you on the Meteorological report last night?
Oort cloud.
Yeah, I know.
Question.
Sounds like something from Lord of the Rings.
Morning, Lucius.
Guy on the team.
It does.
Did you notice Frankie was giving Brandon shit for not being on the show last night?
This is good for that.
Yeah.
You know what?
The good thing about Frankie,
this atmosphere
he don't
fucking with me
forget,
without my damn helmet.
Frankie don't forget fuck all. He'll be reminding you about that.
All right, the Oort cloud.
Of course.
Oh, Marie says Milky Way. Milky Way's not a planet, though.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see.
Here we go. 2 seconds.
What's that really foggy one? Ooh, you know what? Hold on. Wait. Okay. Hold on. My weed power and Popeye's got Popeye needs a minute, Joe. Uranus, the cloudy one, the smelly one, Saturn, Neptune. Really alien
Loves your helmet.
It's time for the Out of Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Marking Machine, and whether metal or plastic, Marking can remake, mill, drill, thread, or fabricate it. And let's go around the AJHL here so far today. The Canberra Eagles and the Grand Prairie Storm had a lunchtime game today, and the Grand Prairie Storm defeated the Eagles 6-1, the final score there. The Blackfall Bulldogs and the Canberra Kodiaks are both tied at 2 apiece after 1 period of play. The Brooks Bandits have a 2-0 lead over the Drumheller Dragons after 1 period of play there. And on into the second period, the Bonnyville Pontiacs are up 3-1 over the Lloydminster Bobcats. The Spruce Grove Saints have a 1-0 lead over the Okotoks Oilers. The Olds Grizzlies and the Whitecourt Wolverines are both tied at 1 apiece. And the Calgary Canucks and the Fort McMurray Oil Barons, there's no score in that game with 11:30 3 left in that first period. And on into the NHL quickly. The Calgary Flames, they're down 3-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I believe they're in their, that's the final score. Yeah, they lost that game tonight after a big win last night. And the New Jersey Devils are up 4-3 over the New York Islanders with about 10:40 left in their third period. That's the latest on the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Marking Machine. And coming up next, I've got your scoring summary coming up in just a matter of minutes right here on Canada's Hockey Real Country 105.7.
Woohoo! Go, Real Country 105.7. Like I say, we'll give Brandon a minute because we won't hear a goddamn thing anyway, so we got to give him a minute. All right. Imogen, I think it's your question now.
Every day. Yes, I'm thinking so. All right. Aliens! Aliens! All right. The ovipositor is a device that addresses what form of exophilia? Is it A, being anally probed by an alien, B, being impregnated by an alien, C, giving birth to an alien, or D, eating an alien?
I'm going to go quickly, D, eating an alien. I'm going on.
I want to know what y'all have.
I was also thinking eating an alien. Wow. Ugh. But okay.
See, I want to know what an alien tastes like. Like, I really want to know. I want to know, are they kind of garlicky flavored? Are they gamey? Do they have like a kind of ranch dressing kind of oil to them? Like, I feel like they'd be oily, like alligator.
Feel like it would be like one of those big green slug things. Ugh, gross. I think it would be disgusting. Yeah. I'd be giving away my portion of alien. What was the cloud answer? Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
yeah.
Thank you, Margie. Well, that Brandon throws right off, dancing and going on. So the answer for the Oort cloud was just beyond Pluto.
To take a look back at the first period here. What a first period that was.
Nobody's heard of it.
And we've got the first goal coming from Kalen Fitzpatrick. Beauty of a goal there at 9:15 in the first period.
Kalen Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzkalen.
And a goal. Make it 2-0 Bandits and penalty. Holy moly, here we go. Adam Riesler would get a roughing after the whistle for the Drumheller Dragons. Hunter Wallace would get a roughing after the whistle for the Bandits there. Ethan Byer would get a goalie interference there. And Dylan Korzelewski there would get a charging penalty. And Jamie Hakita would get a hooking penalty in that first period. Shots on goal so far, 11 for the Drumheller Dragons and 7 for the Brooks Bandits. Coming up next, Nathan Crosby will have second period action coming up around the corner right here on Bandits Hockey Real Country 105.7. Don't go in.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the sponsor. Damn. Okay. All right. We're fine.
You forgot your sponsor? That's it. The show is canceled. All the money is done. You better make up for that next commercial break.
Brandon, you suck.
I'll talk about them.
Brandon.
Yeah.
All right.
You better talk about them till their head spins. All right. What was the rest of that question, Imogen?
Gonna put some music out here.
Question again. On the subject of aliens, the ovipositor is a device that addresses what form of exophilia? Is it being anally probed by an alien, being impregnated by an alien, giving birth to an alien, or eating an alien?
Imagine not giving birth to one, though. Back still to the eating one, but could you imagine, how many women have given birth to aliens? Aliens, little bastards.
Okay, to be fair, that's kind of how I see childbirth. I do see childbirth as an alien thing. I find it so gross.
So you've never had kids?
All right. So the only guesses we have are that I have never had kids. I find pregnancy gross. I just the concept. I can't do it. I don't have the instinct. Yeah, I do not have that instinct at all.
price of fucking living right now and the price of living and the cost of kids, people think kids are expensive when they're in your home. Once your kids leave your home, then they're having kids. Then you're fucking spending money on their kids, spending money on them. And then when they have more than one kid, it's like money, more money, more money, more money. It's like, what the fuck? You can't make enough money to keep them satisfied. So you did smart.
I have a cat. He's outside the door yelling at me right now.
Well,
all right. Since our only okay, so everyone's guess is that it's for eating an alien. All right, well, the correct answer is actually A, B, and C. So the ovipositor is the ovipositor is a sex toy made by the company called Lovegasm. And what it is an alien dildo. And the purpose of it, now this would satisfy the need to be anally probed if you use it anally. What it is a dildo that deposits a silicone egg into your body. So you can live out the actual fantasy of being impregnated by an alien as well as giving birth to an alien egg.
Would you try it,
Brandon? Say what? Brandon? I think you should.
Yeah, well, I said, would he try it? And he's saying yes.
Oh, yeah. Brandon's an adventurous sort. He's just very soft-spoken on the subject of his nasty side. That's why we love Brandon. He's magnetic.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So if you want to look up alien fetishes, look up the ovipositor by Lovegasm. It's an alien dildo that will insert an egg into you however you do. So, yeah. Fun for him and her. And whatever alien gender y'all want to use.
He watches the show again tomorrow and he sees that when I asked him, does he want that alien dildo, alien Atrominator, whatever it is, that egg in his ass?
Nodded.
He's like, yeah.
Bobbing along. He's nodding. Yep. Brandon gets it. He wants the alien dildo.
Nice. Okay. All right. I guess it's my question now. Because Brandon's jamming. What phenomena keeps the planets in steady orbit around the sun? I'm guessing that it's, well, they don't have gravity up there. I will guess some sort of magnetism repellent. You know how magnets repel each other? I don't know what the term is, but I'm going to go with something along that line. What do you think? What phenomena keeps the planet in steady orbit around the sun?
Gravity.
Gravity.
It's time to look up.
Same thing that keeps my fat ass stuck to the chair. Gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity and Doritos.
Me thinking there's zero gravity in space. And yet the answer is gravity. Good guess.
Yeah,
Imogen.
boy.
Yeah.
Hey, for the win.
Gravity made too much sense. Okay, Brandon, you still jamming or you do a question? If not, we're skipping you.
Here we go. Go. Okay. Yeah. What's up?
You go.
Back to you, Brandon.
Oh, back to me. Wow. All right. All right. Here we go. This one should be easier. Which planet is larger, Neptune or Saturn?
I'll go Neptune. It's 50-50. What do you think, Imogen?
The
Bandits. Contrarian and say Saturn. You only gave us two choices.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Saturn.
Yeah, I did.
Saturn or Neptune? Guys. Who is which one?
Carries. We're on hat-trick watch already for Caitlin Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I'm saying Saturn.
You know the thing of, yeah.
Wallace on the top line. Fitzpatrick cutting on his back, looking for the hat trick. How about that?
We just got a hat trick here. Goodness.
Whoa, three goals in a row? Wow.
Have a night.
Okay. Okay. Answer is Saturn. Oh no. Oh no.
Ah! Saturn for the win.
Okay.
Awesome.
We just lost the broadcast. Oh my goodness.
How did you lose your broadcast for the radio for the hockey game?
Yeah.
Is there a technical problem that is?
It just went dead. But it's back. We're good.
Aliens.
It was aliens.
It was aliens.
Nobody likes staying there. Not even in space. Okay. Is it your question now, Imogen?
It is. All right. Neil Armstrong, very famous astronaut, first dude to slam his little boot prints on the moon. So the question here is, who the fuck took his picture? Was it Buzz Aldrin, Chris Hadfield, Leonard Nimoy, or robots?
I'll say robots because Leonard Nimoy was from Star Trek, Buzz Aldrin was from Toy Story, and Chris Hadfield wasn't born then, I think. That's my explanation. So my answer is robots based on elimination.
Awesome.
Have you been
Brandon,
attacked
what's your
by
guess?
robots, Brandon?
Oh, what is that?
I think he
It sounded
is.
like Brandon had robots in the station.
Robots. Yeah. Robots in the station.
Right? Brandon, do
And
I need to repeat the question?
all right.
How about I
So the question.
Okay, Brandon, I'll repeat the question just for you, bud. No. Okay. Neil Armstrong was the first dude to put his boot prints on the moon. Dude came stomping out of his ship, slammed his little boots on the moon, jammed a flag in it, immortalized on MTV with a little guy in a helmet and a flag. Now, question here, who the fuck took his picture? First man on the moon, who took his photo? Was it Buzz
I
Aldrin,
did.
Chris Hadfield, Leonard Nimoy, or robots?
Robots.
Right now. To kick off
Yeah.
this back-to-back.
Do we have any
Based
other
on
guesses?
Oh,
Just robots.
chance now to move this puck out.
See, that's actually really good. Just robots. So Buzz Aldrin was the second guy on the moon. He would have been a good guess because he was right there. He could have been holding the damn camera, but he did not take the damn photo. He was still in the ship. So the correct answer is, in fact, robots. The camera was actually mounted. It was a Hasselblad, whatever format camera. It was mounted to the outer part of the descent stage of the lunar module. And when they landed, it was positioned perfectly where the camera was pointed at the front of Apollo 11. So when they went up there, lunar descent stage lands on the moon. Apollo 11 lands on the moon. They're side by side. There were two artifacts landing on the moon, two little vessels there. The camera was just pointed right squarely at the front of Apollo 11. This is the most perfect parallel parking anyone has ever fucking done. And
Wow.
it was all
That's a bit high.
very automated, and so that's what actually did it. So the camera pointed at the front of Apollo 11, caught Neil Armstrong coming out of the moon, putting his boot prints down, jamming the flag in the ground, all that good stuff. Those legendary photos, it was all done by robots in space. How fucking cool is that?
Cool. Indeed. All right. I do the last question of
There
the
you have
night. Should be easy. All right. Which is the largest star
Robots.
within our solar system? Largest star in our solar system. Now, even I knew this one. I think you're going to know it too. I think everyone's going to know it. What's the largest star in the
Alpha
solar
Centauri.
system?
There was
What are you
lots
saying?
of bodies
Alpha
in front.
Centauri? Okay.
I
Nope.
mean, okay,
Not
so
that one.
Is already looking for his fourth of
Largest
Alpha Centauri.
star.
Okay, then I'm going with the sun.
The
I mean, the sun's not a huge star.
Brooks wins the face off.
You know what? Yeah, it is the sun. It's the only star in our
Yeah.
fucking solar system. What am I thinking?
It's the brightest
Alpha
star.
Centauri is the nearest star to us after the sun.
Yeah, that's right. It is. You got
The
it,
sun
Marie.
is the only star in our fucking solar system.
Eyes.
It's the most important star
Yep,
in our
good
solar
job.
system. That was excellent. Guys, that's the end of our show. Thanks so much for tuning in and for putting up with us and our audio issues and all the rest of the stuff. Next week, God knows what it's going to be. We always have a surprise for you, whatever the theme is, but it's probably going to be something related to Halloween, considering tomorrow, next week is going to be the last show in the month of October and be days before Halloween. So God knows if we're dressing up, it'll be a surprise.
10th of the season.
So have a great night, great week, and play safe this weekend.